Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. It's possible. I'm supplying the tools for you to manifest anything. All right, so we're going to talk about your unlimited power. I'm going to prove it to you. How can I prove that? Well, this is going to be very simple, to be honest with you. First of all, I just got off my bike for 2 hours. Then I did a 45-minute meditation with something I'm going to share with you at the end of this video. Let's see if you're looking at me. It's probably over here. Connect to the quantum field meditation. It's a 45-minute meditation, and what I do with you is I have you push your power out, your energy. What we're really doing is we're focusing on that which is already out there. But as soon as you put your focus on something, it actually makes it so, okay? This is quantum mechanics. Two people viewing the exact same thing can actually create two separate realities, and both would be right. This is recent. I just read an article on this. This is experiments where they actually document that what each sees and what is true for them is real, and that not one person is right and the other's wrong. They're both right, meaning they're both creating their own individual realities, even though we are a shared energy. That's pretty exciting. But here's the super exciting part. When we do this meditation, we're actually placing a focus on that power. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm proving, not me personally proving, that you are an unlimited power, but that it has been proven just by saying these words. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Everything is one thing, all happening not at the same time, one thing happening. All right? It's not a bunch of individual things, it's one thing happening. Because we're one energy, we're just one thing happening. All right, that's a little bit out there. We can't even wrap our heads around it. But if you are energy and you have always been and always will be, then you are unlimited. If you are part of the one power that always was and always will be, and came from the one power that has created everything, then you are unlimited power. You must be. If you say, no, that's unlimited power and that I'm not, then you're not understanding that we already know through proof, through science, that doesn't care about religion or anything, that is just trying to show what energy is, has shown that that is exactly what we are, which coincides with spirituality and any kind of religion, really, unless you're, well, atheist isn't a religion. Believing that we are actually creating our own realities, that we do have responsibility and we can take responsibility for absolutely everything that's going on. That means that I can actually live in a world of peace and amazing things, amazing manifestations and miracles going into a fifth and sixth dimension, and you could live in one that blows itself up. We both would be right. It's not like, oh, well, that's, you need to focus. You know, I've heard this once, I think once in the 5 years that I've been on my channel. You have your head in the sand. You need to look at what's going on out there. And I'm thinking, I am. That's your reality, and you see it differently than I do it. Because I see that we made a choice to come here on something that's extremely challenging, and we've decided to participate in pulling it out. But you individually still get to experience whatever it is you choose. And we are entangled, which means that I'm affected by it, and what I do affects you, but everybody gets choice within it. You're unlimited. Now, when you do the meditation, it's going to show up over here. Yeah, you're going to see, it'll say, connect to the quantum field guided meditation. What I do through the meditation, and you can do absolutely every single day that will get your focus into that, it's my 3-second manifesting kind of thing, right? Is that you're creating this absolute reality that you are the intelligence outside this body. This is not you. Well, I know this isn't you, but it is you as a power. You have a different body than I do. It's just a wrapping of what we are. We're one shared energy because we're getting to experience this individual scenario of ours. We can't get past it. It is time to start using your power. Oh, spiritual butt kick again. Why? Because you can. Why wouldn't you? No more suffering is necessary. Can you get out of your own way? Thinking. Things should be, somebody was saying that they really had this epiphany when I said, why do people have to control each other? That's the ego. Things should be a certain way. You should be a certain way. You should do this. Why don't you do this? And then we don't even hear ourselves talking. We're so entrenched in the ego. And that is far away from using our unlimited powers. That's just the ego trying to control with density. Density doesn't create on that level. It manifests. Everything manifests. But it's manifesting density. You wonder why people don't want to be around you? It's my friend that said, oh my gosh, people sort of distance themselves. Why? Because you're trying to control them. You're not respecting our individual choices. And this is part of what's going on in this world with some of the scenarios that are unpleasant. These are things that people have decided to experience. Some of it's very unpleasant. They're not going to have breakthroughs, spiritual breakthroughs, until they go through some of these things. And we want everything to be a certain way because we believe it. No, not we. Your ego. And when you let that go, you will tap into your unlimited power that has no opinion about anything, really. You can as a human being, but it no longer has to have questions answered. It has no questions. It doesn't care anymore about that stuff. It's just existing. It knows what it is. It sees the power in everything. Colors become more intense. Everything looks intense. Super intense. Even sights, smells and sounds, everything becomes extremely intense. Why? There's no density. That veil that we talk about, that's really, it's not a real veil, but it is something that really is a density between you and that exists out there that is so amazing, so perfect. Today the sky is so crystal clear blue. I did see one plane go by. Other than that, I haven't seen one thing in this amazingly blue sky. It is endless. When you look out in that sky, I want you to remember, that's infinity you're looking at. There's no end to that. Look at that sky right now, and so we can't get that in our head. We see blue. But at night, look out into it. That is infinity. It never ends. How freaky is that? We're moving at 80,000 miles per hour. And we're rotating. We're 30,000 miles an hour rotating. And spinning around. We're on a speck of dust in the middle of infinity. And we can't even feel that. We're walking around like nothing's happening, right? When we're actually moving at 30,000 miles an hour. This is beyond our comprehension. And we act like we have all these little issues and, so-and-so picks his teeth and I hate that. Or, I can't stand the way that person eats or dresses or whatever. That's insanity. You are endless power in this body. And it's time for you to recognize that. You're not a body. You are power. You always have been. You are not going to end when this body ends. That's pretty exciting. Don't get hung up on this. Don't get hung up on what's going on here in this one scenario you chose for this blip in time that doesn't even exist. It's just experiences. It's the one expanding into everything, your expansion. Will you take this power that you are, this unlimited power, and expand out? Expand out into all that is possible. Every probability exists for you within this role that you chose to play. Remember, you still chose this. You got to play this out. You can't be Kim Kardashian if you're, Susan Johnson. Okay? So let's get real with that. Be who you are. Be the best who you are. Know that this was a specific role. It has a specific meaning to you, your energy that decided to do something within this scenario. This is super purposeful. For you to want to be anybody else is totally negating the whole reason you came here in the specific body that you chose. Enjoy it, because you could be anything you want. A billion gazillion times ongoing. It never ends. Right? You are endless. You are one energy. That energy has created everything you see and don't see. The stuff that you don't see, that space, is super intelligence that's always reacting, is you. There's no time delay between that. It's happening. Your thought is it. There's no middleman thinking, deciding. You are unlimited. I know it's tough because you're thinking, well, then why can't I pay my bills? Well, you're learning something from it, and you can end it. That's the beautiful part. You can end it. No more fear. No more fear. No more judgment. No more seeing other people as a threat or enemies. No more blaming the governments and the schools and the parents and the religions. How about creating? This is how we change the world. We create. We don't point fingers at what we have done, because that is part of you that has created all of that. We now decide to create something new. Instead of opposing, somebody said, is it wrong to protest? No, it's not wrong. No, there's no right, no wrong. It's not wrong to protest, but what are you creating that is going to solve the problem, the supposed problem that you're protesting? Are you doing that? Or are you just saying, those people that we put in power are doing this and that, we're going to protest it? No, let's just say, you don't have the power. I have power. And those who want to go to a higher dimension, a higher frequency, have equal power and can create another reality. One where there's abundance for everybody. There's no cruelty, that there is total respect for our planet and each other, that there's no blame anymore, that we allow each other to be individuals and express ourselves. And it's okay that we look different, because we're all from different species. We're just a blend of a bunch of stuff that's been brought down here. Don't get hung up on it. And if you have a culture that you celebrate and love, then do it. Yours doesn't have to be mine. I came here to experience something different. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. So do what you want. It's okay. It's okay if you're different. We're always against being different. What you should do, what you should be. You can't get a job. I just told this today to some. Can't get a job if you don't go to college. That was my generation was told that crap. That didn't solve any problems, did it? By the way, I am totally for education. But what's the education? What are we teaching? Is it working? Let's create something new. Can you be the force that creates that amazing new world? Yes. Why? Because you have unlimited power. And there's power in numbers. You find your peeps. Not to oppose somebody, we're going to take over, and then that's the ego just doing the same damn thing that's been going on for centuries. Now, what can we do that will be respectful and helpful to all people? That will love all people? That will respect all religions? And that if somebody does something that's not so nice, we don't have to say it's okay. But we can find solutions to why it's happening and give some answers to that. Not because we're right or we have to impose our stuff on them, but we're going to create a new world and they can participate or not. This is not easy stuff. But when you stop thinking of yourself as a limited human being, guess what? Miracles happen every day. You think of something, boom, and it happens. Why? Because there is no barrier between you and that which you desire. And most human beings, this is why we do my 3-second manifesting video all the time. Most human beings are thinking of negative stuff all day, and then they wonder why they're manifesting that. Oh, I thought about the thing that I desired. 5 minutes for 5 minutes. Big whoop. Right? How about for all day long? Not because you desire it, I have to have it, I have to. Then you're sending that I'm in lack, I don't have it. And I tell people this, I say, this isn't a trick. It's a way of life. You either are or you aren't all that. You either believe you're unlimited or you can limit yourself all day long. Go ahead. See how that suits you. It gets a little boring after a while. Oh, but expansion, it's beautiful. What are you going to expand into? Things will show up when you need them. So I wanted to tell you also, I've got a mobile app coming out, Breakthrough Fear, down here. Inspiration with Landria is the code you use to get 25% off of that 6-week course that is actually for you for a year. You can use it for a year. People have had amazing results. You can take it over and over again. One big thing, which is more advanced manifesting, is coming out in 2020. And then I have monthly webinars. If you go to landriaonkka.com, you can see all of the webinars that I do every month. I do a new subject every month. You can sign up, and if you get the code from me, if you're on one of my email lists, you'll get a code, and you'll get 25% off of that too, which means for $29.95, then you get to join me for a couple hours, and we start to talk about this stuff live. No excuses. Are you ready to change your life? You ready? Let's do it right now. Do the Connect to the Quantum Field meditation that's coming up here at the end of this video. Do it as many times as you can. It's 45 minutes. It actually goes quite quickly. I've actually fallen asleep to it a couple times because I love the music. It's so relaxing. I go out on my deck and lay on my couch and I just listen to it, and I send, toward the end of that meditation, I have you send a request out. The first thing we do, we clear out for about a good 30 minutes. We send our power out there. We start to connect further and further into our power, and we clear everything out. And then I have you connect to your guides. I have you connect and ask for guidance. And then the second thing I have you do is then we send that request out. What am I going to manifest? What do I desire to manifest? And you put it out. And so what I'm hoping you'll do through this, if you can clear your mind out, is to be in that space of peace where there's no blah, 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 blah going on. And so you're in this perfectly beautiful, no barriers, no blocks, relaxed, no worries. You're perfect. You're going back to this absolutely amazing space, and you're going to kick yourself in the butt because you're going to say, I had such a great opportunity. I was limitless, and I had all this crap going in my head, telling myself something else. I didn't master that, damn it. And so you know what? I have you push it out, and I have you place that thing that you want to manifest. And then we leave it out there. And we don't go, is it going to happen? I don't know. Oh, it's not happening when I want or how I want. No. Let's get rid of that. All right? Clear it out. It's time for you to master this stuff. All right? It's time for you to start watching what you're doing, listen what you're thinking, listen to what you say to other people. It's time to be present and see what you're really doing every day, and then really take a look at it and say, no wonder things aren't going the way I would choose. No wonder the world is in trouble. I'm contributing to it in a negative way. No wonder things are going to hell in a handbasket because, well, I keep thinking negative thoughts and I'm contributing to it. And I'm that powerful. You're whole and perfect. Strong, powerful beyond your comprehension, loving, harmonious, and happy. All of that exists in you right now. Every probability exists in you right now. Do the meditation, do it every single day, and then you've got dozens that I have. You can look up any one of my meditations, choose the one that suits you best for that day, and keep it going. Connect to it. Connect to that quantum power you wield. Namaste.